just coming up over a smoke here.
Okay, does it look like it's going to give you any trouble?
Yeah, I'm going to have to pump it for sure.
Make sure you're checking behind us too that there's no spot fires. It jumped, look at that.
Please be advised, we're dispatching initial attack crew. Yeah, basic. We're 10 miles back, we've got smoke inside.
Okay guys, we're on red alert today. We're just gonna start off by getting ready, making sure our unit's good to go. Run it for 2 minutes at least. After a warm-up, full bore. This is part of our daily red alert preparedness. So the pump is gonna be always hot, right? The muffler?
Yeah.
General rule of thumb for me is I put the toolkit in first, and then the exhaust always goes against it. Ebony is in Vedette taking her crew boss course, so it's just us three. I'll be talking all day about alerts and being prepared and that sort of thing, and we'll figure it out as we get there.
In Kenora, Harvey is in the bush, working with some rookies on chainsaw training.
Harvey, read Hazelton, Channel 1.
Yeah, that's the go, Hazelton. What's going on?
I cut my leg, the saw kicked back, and yeah, it's bleeding pretty good.
Okay, we're on our way.
Oh, jeez.
Virginia, can you hear me? Today we're going to be working on some first aid simulations.
We're doing 2 scenarios today. One of them is a camp injury. It's a burn. Boiling pot of water falls onto victim's hand. And the second scenario we're doing is a chainsaw wound to the leg.
Open that first aid kit. I want you guys to take the chaps off, put the bigger gauze bandage on there. There's a pressure dressing on there as well too, so we'll get that on there as soon as possible. All right. Kenora Fire, this is Bunting Portable, fire number 29, do you copy?
Bunting Portable, go ahead.
Yeah, we have a situation here. We're requiring emergency evac. I think the most important thing in a first aid situation is being cool, you know, being calm, because everyone's looking at the crew leader or the crew boss, you know, for direction. And you know, if a crew member sees the crew leader freaking out or whatever like that, I'm sure, you know, they're gonna get that vibe too and start freaking out themselves.
Stage 4 will be at your pad in 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay, copy that. I'm gonna have to make a stretcher on site and carry her out. If you can, give Kenora a call.
Which button is it?
The big one on the right side of the radio.
Kenora Fire, this is Lewhausen Portable. Channel 1.
Channel 1, yeah.
Not knowing how to operate the radio is a little bit embarrassing. Kenora Fire, this is Lewhausen Portable. We have to make a makeshift stretcher, and how long until helipack is here?
Stage 4 should be in contact with you momentarily.
Copy that.
Copy that. Kind of stressed out, trying to get it done as fast as I can, and wasn't really thinking too much, I guess.
Check the pulse on her arm.
Yeah, it's still a pulse.
Okay, good.
Harvey's calm. He doesn't really get mad at you if you do something wrong. He'll just tell you how to do it and correct you.
1, 2, 3, lift. Good. Okay, we'll just go up down to the helipad there on the right there.
Right.
Good job, boys.
All right, guys, so that was really good. I saw a lot of stuff there that I liked. Right away here, Harvey took charge. He called the base and told them what was going on.
Harvey did very well today, considering he doesn't have a very large medical background. He's got some new people on his crew. The one thing that I saw today, under stress, some of his new guys had issues with their radio. That's where training definitely comes into play. If you do it a bunch of times, you'll never have an issue.
The most valuable lesson I took away was to stay calm and think things through before you do them.
Yeah.
Practice.
Yeah, that's really good practice.
Other than that, I think you guys did really well.
Thank you.
So we'll go over the weather for today.
Garrett and his crew are on high alert, so it's important that they are ready to move out. So it's not entirely unexpected when they're hit with a preparedness audit.
Sorry, guys.
That's all right.
Okay, I want everybody to put their hard hat on their head right now. So can you bend down? Okay, adjust your hard hat, bend down. I have 4 crews that I mentor through the year, and Garrett is one of them. So this is part of evaluate my crew.
I know Mario, back when I used to live here with my parents, he was my reference to get my foot in the door, and he was my crew leader in 2010.
This hard hat doesn't have a chin strap, and that hard hat doesn't have an upper exit tag on it, 2013. Okay, so just keep that in mind.
It was a bit of a curveball because audits are always last minute surprise. You don't know it's gonna happen. Just wasn't expecting it, so that was 2 ticks against me.
We evaluate everything they do so we could find the problem areas if there's any. Most of this evaluation is directed to the crew leader. So did you run up the saw and inspect it?
Yes, I did. Gassed, oiled.
Did the crew test their radio?
Yep. Yeah.
So you're all established. You know who the pump guy is going to be. Yeah. You know who the chain.
Actually, we haven't established that yet, but I think you would be the cutter if you're comfortable.
Sure, I love it.
Okay, nice. So then you're our cutter.
Okay. That's good. That's why we do these things. See if you're prepared.
The audit went pretty well. I liked it because it pointed out some things that I needed to have.
You did good.
Okay.
Just remember you work as a crew, and if one element is missing, you can't go fight fire, right? So it's not just about fires, right? It's about yourself.
Up next on Playing with Fire.
In the last 5 minutes, there's 4 fires in the Dryden district. Are you ready?
Yep.
In Sioux Lookout, a new helicopter is coming in for Garrett's crew. And every time a crew gets a new chopper, they also get a safety briefing.
Hey guys, for those of you that don't know me, my name's Keith with Wildcat Helicopters. This is Bell 212. You know, it's painted red like a Ferrari, treat it like one. When you guys do come towards the machine, just have a look up where the rotors are. They're tied up now, but when they're untied, they can come down. I can grab right onto them, so they're almost head height. Okay, when you guys are loading your gear in, you can stack up as much gear as you can on the doghouse here. When you're climbing in and out of this helicopter, definitely do not grab onto either of the doors to pull yourself in. There's just 2 small little pins. 200-pound guy grabs onto this door, he'll rip it right off. We've also got the pop-out windows on this machine, okay? Emergency push here. Push in the corner of any of these big windows on the doors and climb out. That being said, when we're flying along, don't be leaning against these windows as they could pop out. It has happened before. I've heard the stories, and it could go back into the tail rotor. So just be really aware of that. Back here, we've got the baggage compartment. We can get up to 400 pounds back here. When you're loading your shovels and axes in, just be really careful of the body of the helicopter. Pop can, thin material, anything gets poked through here, it can actually ground the aircraft. Latch your door shut, and this is as far back as you should ever go on the helicopter. Tail rotor back there. If we're on a bit of sloping ground, it can be right around your head height. The main things around the helicopter is just to take your time. I'm never in a rush. You guys shouldn't be in a rush. We're not, you know, in Vietnam and people are shooting at us. It's just fighting fires, you know, so our safety's key.
Just because we are on red alert, if we could get it loaded up.
Yeah, if you guys want to load up.
Get familiar with everything else. Go 3 across. Just like this.
Harvey's crew boss, Kevin Heaney, is back from his course, and this means they can now head out into the field for some serious pump training.
Ready?
Yeah.
Go.
Best I've ever seen anybody do in about 1 minute. You can do a pump setup in a minute, that's fantastic. 2 minutes is good. I'm happy with 2 minutes.
I like to set up pump competitions just to get the crew members used to setting the pump up without thinking about it, you know, just having to do it. That way water gets to the fire a lot quicker. .206. That's not bad, but quick enough. Okay, my turn. I like to get the pump going as quickly as possible. For myself, really, I want to see if I can beat Heaney because, you know, he's in pretty good shape.
You have to jerk it off.
How much?
2 minutes, 10 seconds.
Wow. I would have had you, man.
All right, now you gotta beat both of us.
It's really important to know the pump first to your crew members. You know, that's all we focus on them is pumps and hose lays, and they kind of get an idea and absorb how the program works. Go.
Winning, Harvey.
He's adapted well to my crew. You know, we like him. He's kind of a smart aleck a little bit. You know, he's quick-witted, and we're always joking around with him and stuff.
Oh. What's that? You were winning?
What?
Is it on? $225. Not bad, not bad. See, you realize what you forgot there, eh? Gas. You would have had us, man. For 1 second, I thought Darren was going to beat us. You know, he was pretty close to it. He knew he could have had us, you know, almost.
Garrett's crew is on red alert today, which means when the siren goes, they go.
Crews on red alert have to be in the immediate area so that they're available right to the helicopter within 3 minutes and that they're supposed to be taking off.
And, I will just... Oh, we got a fire. Go to the helicopter.
In the last 5 minutes, there's 4 fires in the Dryden district. Garrett, are you ready?
Yep.
Go to the helicopter.
In the last 5 minutes, there's 4 fires in the Dryden district. And Garrett, are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, so make sure you got a water bottle on you, right? We're just waiting for instructions.
Okay, so we're just gonna lift off and I guess do a hover exit here. Hang on, you know we're going to a fire, right? No, we're just doing a hover exit. That was a false alarm. Are you kidding me? No.
We're just about to go. I'm looking at the pilot like, okay, he's about to take off. And then he goes, okay, so we'll start hover exit training here.
We test them all the time. It could be sounding the alarm to get onto the helicopter and see how quick they are. Make sure that the crew leader has the maps, that they have all the gear that they should have before they go to a fire.
So that was a bit of a surprise.
Yeah,
Me. I was so close, ready to go. I know. Getting my music going. Yeah.
I didn't believe anybody. I was like, no, everyone else is wrong. We're going to a fire. Yeah.
We're going pretty good.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Sorry for playing a trick on you.
No, don't apologize. It's good.
Yeah, yeah.
It's good.
But you know what? It gives us more training.
Oh yeah, for
It
sure.
makes us aware of the helicopters we're working with.
Yep.
So,
Oh yeah.
and it's a beautiful day.
It is.
It was safely done. For rookies, you did awesome. Yeah,
Yes.
we're all good to go.
Yeah. Nice.
Just coming up over a smoke here.
In Kenora, Harvey's crew has been called out to a smoke, and this one isn't a drill.
Okay, and does it look like it's going to give you any trouble?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pump it for sure.
Go ahead and put it out there and let me know how you make out.
What are we gonna do then?
Pumping hose.
Pumping hose there, man.
Cool.
First pump setup
Yeah.
ever?
Holy crap, this is my first fire. Never done it before, just training and getting ready.
We were dispatched to an incident close to White Dog Reserve, and on the way there, we happened upon another fire. Start working in.
Okay.
And just hit all the smokes.
All right.
It was in a swamp, so there's lots of grass and fine fuels.
Yeah, we're gonna be here for a while.
With crew member Catlin away, Darian needs to step up, but there's a lot to learn on your first fire.
Well, first we set up the pump and I was laying out the hose for the nozzleman, which is Heaney.
All right, grab the middle of the leg and then start pulling it back.
I was trying to explain to Darian to go to the middle length of hose and drag it hand over hand to get the other coupling, which he didn't really get a grasp on at first.
Drag it like that. I was gonna show you how to drag it. Did you already drag it back though? Which one's which?
At first there, I was kind of dragging like 150 feet of hose to the bush. And I had to look back and he was kind of standing there. I was like, well, maybe pick it up and help me there, bud.
You gotta help me drag it. Right. Make sure you're checking behind us too that there's no spot fires.
All right.
If you see smoke back there, yeah.
There's a lot of pressure coming off the pump, especially when you're only a couple hundred feet up the line.
Then strangle one ready.
All right. Strangling. He's never strangled hose before, so if you kind of just open it all, I get all the pressure at once, right?
Water. Bit too fast. Watch it. Water.
Water. Kind of just, blasted me with close to 90 PSI.
You could see the expression on his face that he was working pretty hard. You could tell he was kind of stressed.
It's a grass fire now, but if these guys don't stay on top of it, it could get a lot hotter.
Oh! It jumped, look at that. There's a lot of pressure whenever the hose isn't tight, so any kink like that takes away some more pressure. Pressure, is there a kink?
Trying to get him out.
When the fire is finally under control, it's up to Harvey to determine how it started.
It was obvious that it was human. It's right by a road, and we haven't had any recorded lightning strikes. This thing looks like it took more heat on this side. So it came this way and then it started back burning the other way. This area here is probably the general area of origin. Had they lit it up on the other side over there, it would have been a lot bigger. We'd probably have been here for a couple of days at least.
I'm pretty glad to be on Harvey's crew. He's got a lot of years of experience under his belt, so I can learn from that.
In my eyes, it was a little fire. You know, I've seen some bigger fires in my time, and Kevin, same thing, I would imagine. But for Darian, it kind of opened his eyes to see what kind of physical labor is involved in fire suppression.
It was kind of stressful, you know, because it's my first fire, and I was trying to do good and trying to be as fast as I can. Lots of hard work.
I think that Darian will be good for the season because he's starting out so young. He's just basically like a sponge. He'll just absorb the knowledge fed to him.
You're doing good, though.
Yeah, you're in there.
Yeah, you're doing good.
Getting a little fire like that during the start of the season was good for the crew. It kind of gave me an idea of what my rookie is capable of doing, and it made me look at things I have to brush him up on. I'm not too worried about this part. You know, there's lots of water here. Can't really see anything burning too deeply. Typical spring fire, one day wonder.